Dear Internet, I have to confess that I am in love, but probably not in the way you think. Hello and welcome to the Deacon Year, a weekly show about the life of at least one transitional deacon preparing to become a Catholic priest. I'm Deacon Kyle. And if you thought for a moment that I was about to bolt out of the seminary and run after someone, I'm sorry to disappoint you or freak you out however you reacted. This evening, I simply want to share a little bit with you about my experience of, falling in love and growing in love with the people I'm about to serve, the people in the Diocese of Spokane. In my first episode, I mentioned that I was studying for the Diocese of Spokane in Washington State. It covers this geographic region that's shaded in red in this map that'll show up somewhere. And when I was ordained a transitional deacon last February, I was what is called incardinated into the diocese. And in more legal terms, it says that I have committed myself, I've bound myself to serve the people of God within this region under the direction and in cooperation with my bishop. But in more relational terms, the people of the Diocese of Spokane is my first love, just as a wife is the first love of her husband, and vice versa. This idea of first love can help explain some of the tension that I've been feeling lately, and this being my last semester of ministry here in Washington, D.C., because I've really come to grow close to a lot of people I've been working with in my parish ministry, and it would be wonderful to continue to serve them. But still, there's this tug in my heart that I have to go back home. I have to go back home out of love for these people that I'm called to serve. However, the idea of the people I'm called to serve, it started out pretty small. When I was in college seminary, I could imagine myself ministering to people, but the people I imagined ministering to were my friends. Young, attractive, articulate men and women at college with me. And it was a small vision. But over the course of my years of formation, of summer assignments in Spokane, in Walla Walla, in Othello, my horizons of relationship expanded. And as the years went on, I was able to sense that this introvert heart that would like to keep to itself was growing and expanding, so that in the absence of relationship, in the absence of reaching out to others, of loving others, there was an emptiness there that had to be filled by including others. And that's been my experience of this growing and falling into love for the people in the Diocese of Spokane. And perhaps one of the most important things that came out of my summer assignments back in the diocese was that the idea of the diocese, the people I will minister to for the rest of my life, no longer is a select group of young, attractive, and articulate 20-somethings, or an amorphous, abstract red blob on a map, but people with faces and lives and hopes and wounds. And with that said, I want to say something to my diocese. To the people of the Diocese of Spokane, I love you. It doesn't matter whether or not we've met already, I still love you, and I pray for you. It doesn't matter whether you're young or old, healthy or sick, rock star Catholic apologist, or still just someone struggling with the faith, successful professional or migrant worker. I love you, and I pray for you. And the best thing I could offer you is my life, and the hope that somehow through my ministry, by the grace of God, I can give you the greatest good I have received, God's love. When I was ordained a deacon last February, I committed myself in service, a life of service to you. And by the grace and help of God, I will do so again as your priest this summer. Please pray for me. I'll pray for you. God bless.